Hi, I'm Marna, and welcome to the Twin Flame Detox. So this video is the first one we are actually going to work on energy and how our energy and our counterpart's energy interact. This is the Band-Aid. What we go into further on in the program is how to actually heal from all of this. But for right now, most people finding this program need a break. We need an energetic step back. And that's what this video is all about. So, welcome to the Parka. There's a reason I do call it this. Most people that live in temperate climates have at some point in time had a reason to put on a winter coat. And I am assuming that most people watching this have had at least some experience with snow and snowball fights. Now, when I was young, it was a very big deal to go and pick out the annual winter coat. We could only afford for each of us to have one. I'm one of 4 children, and that does add up. And 2 of my brothers frequently were wearing hand-me-downs instead of buying. Since I was the only girl, I had the luxury of getting a new coat every year as I grew. The year I was 12, I fell in love with a shiny pink parka, a big, thick, down-filled coat with white fur around the hood. And I wanted that coat so badly. It was completely and utterly impractical for where we lived. It would not have worked at all dealing with rain or with dealing with temperate fall conditions. I would have sweated to death in it. So it wasn't the coat that I got that year. But part of me always wanted to be able to go back and get that 12-year-old's dream of a parka. Now, coming into doing energy work, yes, there is a reason I went into that digression. Coming into doing energy work, you learn that the way you control your energy is through your mind. You are an energetic being. Your conscious mind is one of the seats of that energy. And it is the one that allows you to control how your energy affects the energy of everyone around you. So, the first step in energy control is having a good imagination. What we will be doing with this Band-Aid solution is putting a barrier between ourselves and all energy that comes from an external source. Rather like putting on that parka was the barrier between me and my brother throwing a snowball at me. Now, if you've ever been hit by a snowball, particularly one that's packed by a brother with a sense of humor, it stings. It's going to have some ice in the core. It's going to leave a mark if it hits your skin. If you see the snowball coming and duck out of the way and say, let it hit the back of your coat instead of your face, you barely feel it. And that's what we're going to be doing energetically. We are going to be putting on a nice thick down coat that is the barrier between us, our core selves, and the outside energy. So the first step in doing this is you have to imagine what your coat looks like. This is your coat. It is no one else's. How it looks is entirely up to you. If you want to be a shiny pink parka with white fur around the hood, go right ahead. It does need to have a hood. That is a part of the visualization. And it needs to be something that extends fairly far down to at least your knees. And it needs to be something that you can button up or zip up all the way up. Now, once you have decided what your coat looks like, you need to practice visualizing it. Think about this. Think about what it looks like, what it smells like, what the fabric feels like under your fingers. If it helps with your visualization, you can even imagine what it feels like to put it on and to zip it all the way up and to pull the hood up. The more you practice this, the easier it gets to feel that coat around you, to start feeling the internal warmth of knowing that you're protected from the external elements. That feeling is what you're going to hang on to. And that feeling is what is the manifestation of your energy control. Now, once you have the coat on, it is very important to remember that you can take it off at any time. You can choose not to wear it. You can choose to be open to the environment around you, but you can also choose to keep it on at any time. Whenever you feel energetically overwhelmed, go through the mental steps of pulling on your coat and zipping it all the way up and pulling up the hood. When you do this, particularly in the early stages of doing this, make sure you are picturing all of the energy around you as snow and snowballs. Picture your coat keeping you warm. Picture the snow being blocked from reaching your skin. Again, this becomes easier with practice, and the more you do it, the more natural it will feel. Now that's the basics of the energy work to protect you from external energy sources. If you have questions, please let me know so I can make more videos to address this in depth. And like all of the videos that you're seeing on the Twin Flame Detox channel, there are extended versions where I go more in depth with what's available. And those are going to be available to people who join my Twin Flame Detox program. But in the meantime, enjoy your coat. Stay safe. And thank you for joining me with the Twin Flame Detox.